interesting experience in trusting myself. So online, I feel like relationships that I've developed over the past 4 years. I mean, there's some people that they might suggest I look at something, and typically I look at it and it's like, not interested. But because I know who sent it, I dig in. And I think I experienced that on a different level today with myself, because I had fallen in love with a talk or something, apparently, that Lise had given. And so, first of the year, I emailed her and asked her if we could chat. And just got a response, and we were going to get together and revisiting her work and going. It appeared what they were doing was too suffocating, and so I was questioning myself, why the heck was I connecting with this person? And I considered saying sorry. I mean, I don't want to take people's time. I don't want to impose on people and assume they have time to offer, because I know everyone's busy. And if people are not interested, they're not interested, right? This is what this is about, choice. And so I truly was going to just cancel and say, let's not talk. I don't want to take your time. I don't see a relation with where our heads are and with where your work is. So glad that I didn't. I trusted that there was a connection. I couldn't remember what it was. And so then I started thinking about how bad is that I sent that out. And then several months later, couldn't remember what it was about. And so, yeah, maybe that was bad of me. Maybe I should start emailing and saying in reference to this, or maybe I shouldn't be talking to so many people. All I know is that from that happening, I learned a great deal about trusting myself. Because I think before this point, right now anyway, I'm thinking that before this point I might have even trusted other people more than I would trust myself. In fact, I'm sure of that in some regards. So it was weird watching myself trust myself. I kept telling myself, you wouldn't have sent this if there wasn't something that resonated. And I couldn't find it, so I was doubting myself. So I guess I'm noticing the whole transparency issue, and that it's not about how do you act here and how do you act here, and this is private and this is public. It's about being the best you can be by listening to your gut and then trusting your gut. And if your gut fails you, you simply acknowledge that information, apologize profusely if you need to, and carry on. So I'm thinking I have a lot more connecting to myself to do. The last couple of days specifically, I've been trying to listen to when I'm unsettled. And I don't even know why. I just feel unsettled about something. And figure out why. Because now, over the course of the last 4 years, especially the cycles of seeming really bad to, best connections, best day ever. I have a better perspective of that, I guess. And that brings about a boldness, a gracious boldness, because I realize, I don't know. But I guess now I'm very curious about those times that you just feel like you can't breathe. Looking into that more. Because Jonathan Field's book, I don't think we need to feel that desperate. Times of desperation do make you move. But once you're set free, I think you're going to move anyway. So now I'm very curious with the rhythms of me. And so that I can use that as we emerge the rhythms of our community, hopefully, in the fall.